Modern software development operates at a blistering pace. Engineering teams push new code to production daily, sometimes hourly, keeping applications in constant motion. But that momentum usually hits a wall when it's time for security validation. Even as development runs continuously, security assessments are often still treated as isolated, end-of-cycle events. Looking at a standard development timeline, when a product is finally ready to launch, it hits a massive roadblock. Manual penetration testing requires weeks of intensive human labor, forcing the entire release pipeline to freeze while security teams work through the queue. Trying to fix this delay with traditional automated scanners usually backfires. These legacy tools trade deep analysis for raw speed, flooding developers with surface-level noise and false positives that bring the process to a halt all over again. Organizations end up trapped in a punishing dilemma. They have to choose between delaying their deployment to guarantee safety or shipping on time and accepting severe, unmitigated risks. AWS Security Agent introduces a different approach. It acts as a frontier agent that pulls security out of that final bottleneck, running continuous validations in parallel with the development team. This timeline shows how the integration starts before anyone writes a single line of code. During the design phase, the agent actively analyzes product specifications and architectural documents. In a matter of minutes, it evaluates those plans against both AWS best practices and your organization's centrally defined security standards, catching structural flaws while they exist only on paper. Once development actually begins, the testing remains continuous. The agent automatically reviews every piece of code the exact moment a developer submits a pull request. Instead of waiting for an end-of-cycle audit, developers get immediate, context-aware remediation guidance pushed directly into their standard daily workflows. By validating security at both the structural design and code commit levels, early vulnerabilities are isolated and neutralized. They never get the chance to become deeply embedded, expensive problems. The most advanced capability happens when the software is actually built. Comprehensive penetration testing can now be executed on demand, keeping exact pace with your deployment pipeline. The agent performs context-aware testing to analyze the specific business logic and data flows of an application. This allows it to identify risks that depend on the unique way a system is built and used. This network node graph illustrates the difference. Because it understands the broader context, the agent crafts multi-step attack scenarios just like a human expert would. It chains together seemingly unrelated minor issues to expose deeply hidden, highly exploitable vulnerabilities, including severe OWASP top 10 risks. Every discovery is delivered as a complete remediation package, containing a reproducible exploit path, a comprehensive impact analysis, and ready-to-implement code fixes. What used to be a multi-week manual process is now compressed down to a few hours of automated validation. This shift to on-demand testing alters how security resources are allocated. Organizations no longer have to limit comprehensive pen testing to only their most critical systems, but can scale it across their entire application portfolio. In practice, this context-aware AI drastically cuts down on false positives, clearing out the usual noise so teams can focus entirely on genuine, validated vulnerabilities. The depth of discovery goes beyond basic automation. Users like Bamboo Health have reported the agent finding deeply embedded logic flaws that even their dedicated human penetration testing teams missed. Organizations are reducing their testing cycle duration by over 90%. It allows their security teams to maintain continuous readiness every single day of the year. By moving validation into every step of the development lifecycle, AWS Security Agent transforms security from a periodic barrier into a continuous, invisible foundation, allowing organizations to innovate at maximum velocity without compromising safety.